Peace, 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 family. Divine is the number 9. Divine is the number 9. Divine is the number 9. Y'all go ahead and drop them 9s up, man. We finna cut up for a little minute, man.
Yeah, I'm about to expose every lie they done told, like how they trafficking kids and why they ain't got a soul. They feeding off our energy, trying to destroy the globe. They got weather control, they even making it snow. But we can't run from it, gotta grab it by the antler.
I really just want to talk to y'all today about one of the recent reels that I just posted, man. It was dealing with the moon and how it was out of rotation. We see that the sun and the moon has been out a lot lately together, and this is one of the main reasons for my argument of why we know that a lot of these eclipses are being planned, and what we think that are eclipses, they're not really eclipses, y'all. Okay. And that's because we see the sun and the moon out all the time, so it should be an eclipse at least one time a day. But that's not what I'm really here to speak about. Okay? I'm really here to speak about the fact that there's a lot of people in the comment section, which I would consider to be COINTELPRO, control opposition, whatever it is you want to call them, man. They're coming into the comment section and they're saying that the moon has been like this for the last 40 years, okay? Which is a lie, y'all. It's a lie. We have to ask ourselves, why is it that these people want you to believe that the moon has been out with the sun for the last 40 years, y'all? Who are these people? That's the question that we need to ask ourselves, man. Because for those of you who vibrate at the frequency of the Bible, and I always go back to the Bible because you have to understand that it is truth in the Bible. I've always said it's truth in the Bible, but you have to be a detective because they're giving you bits and pieces of it. Okay? So for those of you who vibrate at the frequency of the Bible, what did it say? It said that we will tell the end times because the signs will be in the stars, right? Okay? So when we look back at our educational system, and we know education, when we get to the etymology of the word, means nothing more to be trained or to be molded, right? When we look at the educational system, we've been trained and we've been molded to think that the moon was on a constant rotation, or to know that the moon was on a constant rotation, meaning that the moon will be out 12 hours of the day and the sun will be out another 12 hours of the day. Okay? So why is it that we have people in the comment section below saying that this ain't a fact? The moon has always been out since they were kids. It don't make sense, y'all. Okay? And I'm pretty sure it's people that's going to watch this video and is going to agree 100% with what I'm telling you. I have never seen the moon, and I've been an avid watcher of the sky since I was a kid. I've never seen the moon out with the sun, y'all. I've never seen the moon out with the sun. It's a tall tale time that we are in the last days, y'all, okay? And the light is fighting against the dark right now, okay? The light is fighting against the dark right now, okay? And so for those of you who don't know, yesterday, okay, which was, Baal's Eve. I like to call it Baal's Eve because we know all about Baal and Moloch and what they all about, just like today is all about Baal and Moloch, and you know what it's all about, okay? I went out and I took the liberty of actually looking at the moon and studying the moon, checking out its aura, so on and so forth, because we know that everything has an aura. Everything has an aura, whether it's unalive or it's alive. Everything has an aura to it. So I checked it out and I paid attention closely to what a lot of people would like to call the face in the moon. Okay? And just through paying attention to it closely and just meditating on it slightly, I was able to recognize the symbol that was actually in the moon. And it's like that symbol is associated with Batman. And if you know anything about Batman, gargoyles, vampires, they're all associated with the draconian reptilians, y'all. If you look closely enough at that moon, you're going to start to see a winged figure or a reptile figure inside of that moon, okay? Because that is the symbol of the moon, okay? And so if you know anything about Batman, if you know anything about gargoyles, if you know anything about vampires, it goes back to the Vulcan Empire. Because when we look at the word vampire, you have to look at the V as if it's an acronym. So we will take that V and it will become Vulcan, okay? And then when you look at the A and the M, those are interchangeable, which makes them empire. So now you have to understand, anytime you're being associated with any vampire, you're talking about the Vulcan Empire, and these Vulcan empires come from the planet of Meldeck, okay? Which is where a lot of the reptilians come from, okay? A lot of these reptiles actually come from the planet of Meldeck, and I know you heard me speak of that. That planet had 2 moons and no sun, okay? Because these reptiles don't actually need a sun, all right? And so I want you guys to realize what this moon is and why we've been seeing it out as long as we've been seeing it out, and why it's off of its rotation. We have to understand that this moon is the moon of Kingu, okay? It's the moon of Leviathan. And if you know anything about the moon of the spell of Kingu, the spell of Leviathan, then you know that is the spell of sleep. That is what holds the spell of sleep that has been cast over the chosen people for the last 6,000 years. I keep telling y'all, and I keep talking to y'all about this 24,000 year equinox, okay? You have to understand that we have just came out of, the last 6,000 years that we came out of was the 6,000 years of the moon. That was the 6,000 years of the dead, okay? And that was the 6,000 years that our people were allowed to be under the spell of sleep, or the spell of Kingu, okay? So when you look up at that moon, it is the old dragon, that dragon of Leviathan, that keeps the spell of sleep over the planet. And it has to be out because the frequency of the planet is rising so high at this point that they want to try to keep you in that state of slumber. It's 1,000 starseeds that's coming down here, 1,000 light bearers and chosen ones that's coming down here, and they're waking you up and they're making you aware of the fact of what is going on and who it is that you truly are. They're making other people who are not a part of that 9 etherical, genetic makeup, they're making them realize who it is that they are, and making them realize that they too have been under the spell of sleep as well, right? And this is why, they don't even realize who it is that they are. They don't even really know their history. Okay, so when you see that moon out like that, you have to understand that moon is associated with the dragon, okay? And I've spoken on this on several occasions, right? That moon is nothing more than a draconian reptilian spaceship. It's just like the sun, okay? The sun being a spaceship, a sun, okay, and a planet. That's what that moon is. It's a moon, a spaceship, and a planet. You have to understand, bro, when you go back into history, and if you go to my YouTube page, okay, I Am Awakend on YouTube, you're going to see the lecture that I did when we talk about the moon. There are plenty of our ancestral cultures, our ancestral cultures, who said that there was a time that moon did not exist in our skies. Being the Mayans, the Zulu tribe, the Arcadians, the Proselynians, the Proselynian meaning the people who existed before the moon. You had many Indian tribes who said the same thing, okay? You had religious contexts who said that the moon did not exist, okay? You have religious scripture that says that it was a time that the moon did not exist, all right? And then not only that, we had NASA, okay, send a module up to the moon, and when it hit it, it rang like a bell, if I'm not mistaken, for like 3 hours straight, okay? So with that being said, anytime anything rings like that, it's an indication that it's hollow within itself, okay? And it's just like being in the house. I could yell and it's going to echo, especially if there's nothing in that home, but it's going to be a slight echo because it's hollowed out. So anytime there's something that's hollow, we have to make we're going to have to make an assumption, which I say it's an assumption that something is staying within inside of it, okay? Something is staying within inside of it, okay? Now, for the people who want to get in the comment section below and they want to say, well, the moon has been out for the last 40 years and I've been woo, man, you a liar, man. You a liar. And at this point, I'm really questioning who you are. I believe that you're COINTELPRO. You're somebody who does not want the people to realize what time and age we are in. and what it is that's about to get ready to take place. You don't want them to realize that, okay? Because for you to even say that is you going against your educational system, okay? When we know, for those of you who don't understand what the word education means, when we get into the etymology of the word, it means to be trained or molded, right? So a lot of us who have went through the educational system have been trained and we have been molded to know, okay, that the moon is on a certain rotation. It's supposed to rotate for 12 hours of the day. 12 hours of the day, y'all. And the sun is actually supposed to be out, for the other 12, which we know is a lie, because when we talk about daylight saving time, so on and so forth, we know that, time is getting shorter and shorter. Okay, that's because we starting to live in the now, but that's a whole nother lecture. But we know that was a lie. You feel what I'm saying? But coming up, I've always been an avid watcher of the sky, y'all, and I've never seen the moon out with the sun. I've never seen it out, bro, and it's completely unnormal. Okay, it's unnormal. And see, the problem with this is it's a lot of people, y'all too distracted, bro. Y'all are too distracted, bro. And this is what technology is mainly for. This is what Facebook is mainly for. This is what your television is mainly for. It's all about keeping you distracted so that you won't look up and you won't be able to see what's taking place in the stars. And so that you won't think that we're living in the last days, and you will always believe that you have time, which we know time is nothing more than a lie. Okay, so if they taught us in school that the moon is supposed to be rotating 12 hours to signify the nighttime, and then the sun is supposed to rotate 12 hours to signify the day, then why is it not doing that? Why is the moon out all day? Why is it out all day? We have to ask that one simple question. See, the problem is society has taught us to stop using our common sense. Y'all drop that in the comment section below. Society has taught us to stop using our common sense. See, the problem is don't nobody want to get out and get into nature anymore. Don't nobody want to put these cell phones down. Don't nobody want to walk away from the computers. Don't nobody want to walk away from the television, y'all. They don't want to do that and get out in nature so that they can become one with nature again and start to be able to recognize what's going on with the birds. Okay? What's going on with the skies, bro? It's so much you need to see. And there's so much that you would be able to see if only you began to look up. This is what you have to understand, bro. This is what you going to work every day is all about. It's all about keeping you distracted from what is going on a day-to-day basis. That's what it's all about. That was validation, y'all. Looking up is keeping you distracted from that because you're worried about paying your bills, feeding your kids, keeping the roof over your head, and so on and so forth, y'all. But I want you to understand we're on the brink of a war, y'all. And the moon and the sun is signifying that. It's signifying that. See, they want you to believe that you are the only one on this plane, the planet. And I keep telling you, man, when you tap in, you're going to start to see things for what they really are. If only you get out there and meditate. If only you start to go within yourself, bro, you're going to start to see that the shapeshifters actually live amongst you on a day-to-day basis. You're going to start to see it, bro. When them clairs click in, I keep telling y'all, as you start to ascend through your chakras, bro, everything is going to become more clear. All right? So yeah, y'all have to pay attention, man, because like I said, man, that moon it's the moon of Kingu. It's the moon of Levitate, and that is the old dragon, bro. That is the spell of sleep. They know that they can't keep us in this slumber no more, y'all. And that goes for each and every individual that's on this lab. It does not matter what so-called race you are, because understand, it is not a race war. It is a species war. There are other species that live amongst you that you don't know it or you don't know about. Okay? It's not a race war. See, it's a lot of people that have to wake up, not just the chosen seeds. See, it's important for a certain group of people to wake up, the non-ether beings, because they are meant to restore the balance back to the planet. But it's necessary that everybody begin to wake up, because the war is going to take everybody as a collective whole to overcome what has been cast upon us, y'all. I want y'all to drop that in the comment section below. This war is going to take everybody to overcome what has been cast upon us. Okay? Right now, we are in endgame. We are in the last days. This is why you seeing family turn against family, bro. Okay? This is why you seeing so much violence, so many people passing, y'all. This is what's going on. Why do you think this stuff is going on around you, bro? Do you think that you have forever? You don't have forever. At least not in this reality. Understand what is going on, bro. It is something that's coming back into our atmosphere, and we know what that something is. It's causing the islands. We have 77,000 new islands just reappeared. California was underwater. China was underwater. The Mississippi River done dried up, y'all. How much more we got to see? How much more we got to see, bro? Some of these things are being forced upon us, but a lot of them are happening naturally, y'all. A lot of them are happening naturally. We need to wake up, bro. Don't let no man come on here, no woman come on here and tell you what's going on in the skies has been going on forever, bro. That's trickery. Okay? And if you ask me, it's the doctrine of Yakub. 100 degrees of trickology. We know what's going on. It's been plenty times at night we've laid in the grass and we looked at the sky. It's been plenty times at night you looked out your window and you looked in the sky and you seen that moon rotating. Okay? It's been plenty times during the day you laid down and you looked at the sky and you never seen the moon out. So for somebody to come in here and go against what it is that you know, is them making you a fool to what is common sense. Because we know what it is that we've seen and what it is that we've recognized for the last 20 to 30 years that we've all been living. Some of us longer than that. Beware of what's going on in the comment section below. I told y'all I'm under a spirit campaign. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to come under my comment section below and they're going to go against everything that it is that I'm telling you because they know that I represent the truth and they know that I come bearing it. I come bearing the light. All right? So with that being said, I just dropped jewels on y'all, man. I keep telling y'all that moon is all about the planet Meldekin, okay? Planet Vulcan, okay? And when you look up in that moon and you see that winged serpent in that moon or that reptilian figure, I want you to understand that we talk about gargoyles and vampires. I just told you, what is the V? It's considered to be an acronym, which would be vampire. And then when you look at the A and M, those are interchangeable, which means, or what would be Vulcan. Let's just say Vulcan. The V would be Vulcan, okay? And so when you look at the A and the M, which are interchangeable, it becomes empire. The empire becomes empire. So now we're talking about the Vulcan Empire. So when you look up and you see that moon, understand that that is the same symbol that Batman bears. Batman being what? A vampire, a bat, a gargoyle, okay, in association with the Vulcan Empire and those who came from planet Vulcan. All right, I'm back, y'all, and I'm here to give y'all what they told me not to give y'all, okay? Because guess what? It's important. You have to understand what's taking place. It's a war that's going on in the astrals right now, and it's spilling over into the physical realm. Because as I said, as above, so below. You need to be watching out, watching the people around you and really taking a deep look. Don't believe that they love you because the words that's coming out of their mouth. Take a deep look into who it is that you're really dealing with, because as within, so without. They're going to show you who it is that they are and what side that they've already chosen. What side did you choose? Who are you? And so with that being said, man, I'm just going to leave y'all, man, as I came. But I want you guys to make sure you get over to YouTube. If you're somebody that love and support me, we're going to talk about all this on my YouTube channel. We have to. It's a must. Get over to YouTube and follow me on YouTube. When you get over there, hit the subscription icon. Don't forget to hit that post notification bell and select all. That way you will be notified every time I go live over there because you don't want to miss me. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Am Awakend _chosen1. I'm going to cut up over there as well as soon as I iron a few wrinkles out over there. All right? And so I leave you as I come. I want you guys to always be aware, because to be aware is to be alive. And as always, peace, family. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. Ashe.